I'm ready.
All right, good morning, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for your patience. Our earlier docket ran late, so that's why we're starting this docket a little bit later. Again, my apologies and thank you for your patience and waiting. I am going to call the docket in a few minutes. When I do that, I'll ask you to take yourself off of mute and let me know that you're present. In the meantime, just a few preliminary instructions. This is an initial arraignment docket, initial appearance docket, and a pre-trial docket. So if you have not entered a plea on your case, I will ask you how you plead. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you are not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you just want to resolve the case today. Okay, that would be a plea of no contest. If you do want to contest the charges, you would enter a plea of not guilty. At that point, I will ask you whether you want a trial by judge or a trial by jury. You do have a constitutional right to a jury trial, which means the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You can choose to waive a jury trial and instead have a trial by judge. Okay, that would be a non-jury or bench trial. If you do enter a plea of not guilty, I will ask you to speak with the prosecutor, Mr. Dixon. He will discuss your case with you, and that will happen in a separate breakout room. So you'll receive a pop-up notification on your screen to visit with him in a breakout room. Okay. If you have multiple violations, I may also send you to speak with Mr. Dixon in hopes that you can reach a plea agreement with him. All right. Just a few preliminary instructions on possible defensive driving or deferral. For those of you that are here on moving violations, if you have not taken the driving safety course in the last 12 months, you may be eligible. However, you must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. All right. You'll have 90 days to complete the course. Upon course completion, you return your certificate and your driving record to the court, and the case will be closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your driving record. If you are under the age of 25, you must take the driving safety course. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the driving safety course option. Another option that could be available to some of you is the deferred disposition, sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a special expense fee that must be paid. That amount will vary depending on the charge. And then you will maybe required to complete some additional requirements during the deferral period. That may include attending a course, completing community service hours, maintaining insurance, obtaining a driver's license, etc. Again, those requirements and conditions will vary depending on the violation charged against you. However, if you are in compliance with those terms and complete everything that's required of you, the case will be closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your record. All right. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, that option is not available to you. If you are here for an equipment violation, perhaps an expired registration, a tail light that was burnt out, tinting that was too dark, etc., and you were able to get those items corrected within a certain amount of time, and you have proof that those items were corrected, you may be eligible for a compliance dismissal for a fee between $10 and $20. If you are requesting community service hours, an extension of time, a payment plan, any of those items, or if you would like to discuss your case, we'll take those questions and information here separately when I do call your name, okay? And I will be happy to answer any questions that you may have at that time, or you may be visiting with the prosecutor, okay? I am going to call the docket. When I call your name, please take yourself off of mute and let me know that you're present, and then we'll go in alphabetical order, okay? Again, thank you for your patience. Abdallah. All right, I got you noted here. Thank you.
Present, yeah.
Thank you. Francisco Barrera.
Present.
Thank you. And Antoine Beagle.
Here.
Thank you. Jonathan Camacho Espitia.
Buenos días, sí, señora presente.
Ok, muchas gracias. Mia Cortez. Mia Cortez. Jennifer Davis. Jennifer Davis. Christian DeLucio. Christian DeLucio. Jordan DeLuna. Jordan DeLuna. Adolfo Uresti. Adolfo Uresti. Fatima Favela Gonzalez.
Here.
Thank you. Michael Foy. Is that you, sir, in the purple shirt? Okay. Michaela Fuentes. I see you there, sir. Michaela Fuentes. Treasury Gaona. I see you on the screen. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Thank you. Let's see, Desiree Garcia McBride. Desiree Garcia McBride. Anthony Garza. Anthony Garza. Alfredo Lopez. Alfredo Lopez. Julia Macias. Julia Macias. Joseph Perez. Joseph Perez. Stacy Peterson. Stacy Peterson. Okay. Damian Salkin. Brenda Tristani.
Good morning.
Thank you. Roy Valdez, the third. Okay, I see you there.
Here, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let's see. All right. And that was Mr. Salkin, right?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. All right. Who did I miss? There's several people on the screen that are not on my docket. I have screen name Daniel Fierro.
Yes, that for Kim Gilreath.
Okay. That's Kim Gilreath.
Gilreath, Gilreath,
R-E-A-T-H.
Gilreath.
Okay. Valerie, can we look that up, please?
Yeah, that one's for some reason on the 11:15 docket.
Okay, well, okay, thanks for checking in. We'll be with you shortly.
Okay.
And then I have another screen name, Pickett's iPhone.
Yes, ma'am. That's Christopher Pickett.
Okay.
That's also on 11:15.
Okay.
Sorry.
Be with you shortly, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
And then Mona Yusuf.
Hello, I'm a witness.
Ah, okay.
For
For what?
Antoine.
For,
I was in the car. It was my vehicle.
wait, for who?
Antoine. The
Antoine Beagle.
yes.
All right, just hang on a minute then, okay? All right, very good. I think everyone's been checked in. Thank you again. All right, so I'm going to ask for your patience one more time. We're going to go through this in alphabetical order and take up your cases. Again, some of you may be speaking with the prosecutor, okay? So first up, I have Abdallah. Abdallah,
Yes, ma'am.
good morning. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You have a charge here for speeding 37 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead?
I guess guilty conscious. So at the time, my
Wait, you said guilty or no contest?
no contest.
No contest, okay.
Wait, no, I mean, what is non contest? Can you remind me again?
Sure, no contest means you're not admitting guilt, but you're not contesting the charge.
Yes, no contest.
Okay, if you want to contest the charge, you would enter a plea of not guilty.
I believe I'm not guilty because, yeah, not guilty.
Okay, all right, you'll be speaking with the prosecutor, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You'll see it pop up on your screen there, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so next I have Francisco Barrera.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Barrera, how are you?
Seen better days. I'm
All
under
right.
COVID right now.
What's that?
I have COVID right now.
Oh,
so,
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get well soon.
yes, ma'am.
You have a charge here for operate unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead?
Unregistered. No, it was registered.
Okay, so not guilty. Okay,
Not guilty.
all right. You'll be speaking with the prosecutor, okay? Hang on a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, let's see. So Antoine Beagle,
Yes.
good morning. How are you?
Or yeah, I'm good.
Okay, let's see here. You have a charge for no driver's license. How do you plead on that case?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay. All right. You'll also be seeing the prosecutor, okay? Just hang on a few minutes. Okay, thank you. All right, next is Jonathan Camacho Espitia.
Buenos días, su
Buenos
señoría.
días. ¿Cómo está?
Bien, gracias, muy bien. Bien, sí, señora.
Muy bien. Tiene 3 tickets que le dieron, uno por alta velocidad, 38 en una zona de 30. ¿Eres culpable o no culpable?
Soy responsable, sí, señora.
Okay. Otro por no tener aseguranza, ¿culpable o no culpable?
Pues ahí le quisiera, no sé si ese era el momento de explicarle la situación que se me presentó,
Bueno,
porque yo estaba perdón, estaba de vacaciones y me prestaron un vehículo, pero yo no tenía conocimiento que no tenía seguro.
ujú. Ok. Ok. Y luego otro por no tener licencia de manejo. ¿Eres culpable o no culpable?
Sí, como le indicaba, yo soy colombiano y bueno, tenía entendido de que mi licencia servía en Estados Unidos para conducir.
Ok. ¿Cuánto tiempo tiene aquí?
No, yo ya me regresé a Colombia.
Oh, ok. Ok.
Yo ya
Así que
me-
estaba de vacaciones aquí cuando
Sí, señora.
recibió esta infracción.
Sí, señora, estaba de vacaciones, exactamente. Yo ya me encuentro en Colombia.
Ok. ¿Y la licencia ya envió copia?
Sí, yo dejé una copia, creo que se llama Mayra Torres,
Ok.
la persona que me recibió la copia de la licencia, y mi
Ok.
licencia, yo le traté de explicar a la gente de tránsito que mi licencia estaba vigente porque mi licencia vence el 3 de septiembre del 2014. Entonces, perdón, esa es mi fecha de expedición de mi licencia, pero mi licencia colombiana tiene una vigencia de 10 años, o sea que está vigente hasta el 3 de septiembre del 2024.
24,
Ella, sí, ella creo que realmente como yo no hablo inglés y bueno, me entendía poco, tuve poca forma de comunicarme con la gente. Yo le trataba de explicar que lo que estaba evidenciando en mi licencia no era la fecha de caducidad, sino la fecha de expedición de mi licencia de conducción como tal.
Okay. Okay.
Muchas gracias.
Myra, did we get a copy of that by any chance?
It's here in his file. It's not electronic.
Okay. Wait,
See if I
we
can
get
send
a
it.
copy of a Colombian driver's license there?
Yes, let me see if I can send it to you.
Okay.
Perdón, señora juez.
Sí.
Inclusive a Mayra también le dejé una copia de mis tiquetes de regreso a Colombia, porque yo llegué a Colombia salí de Estados Unidos el 20 de junio a terminar mis vacaciones en México.
Okay.
Entonces ella quedó con copia de mis tiquetes de salida de Estados Unidos y con copia de mi licencia de conducción.
Ok, muy bien. Ahorita
Gracias.
me la van a enviar. Ok, así que tiene los dos otros tickets por alta velocidad y luego del seguro. Ok, ¿no
Sí,
tenía
señora.
seguro usted?
No, como le indico, fue un carro que me prestaron ahí en ese momento. Realmente era la segunda vez que manejaba en Estados Unidos, pero no tenía conocimiento de que el vehículo no tenía seguro.
Ok. ¿Tiene planes de regresar a los Estados Unidos, a San Antonio o no?
Pues estaba de vacaciones, realmente quise visitar San Antonio por lo que se me facilita el idioma, ¿no? Pero sí, claro que tengo intenciones de regresar en temas de vacaciones, lógicamente.
Ok. Pero usted vive en Colombia, ¿verdad?
Sí, señora, yo vivo en Colombia.
Ok. 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 Si puede pagar la infracción de alta velocidad, 209.
Sí,
Y
sí tengo
luego,
la posibilidad, yo lo puedo pagar por tarjeta de crédito.
ok. Y luego, por no tener la aseguranza, eres responsable por el vehículo que estaba manejando y si no estaba asegurado, eres responsable por esa multa también. Pero se la voy a reducir a 205 de 305.
Le agradezco mucho, su
Ok.
señoría.
Y luego si puede, vamos a ver si me puede mandar ahí de la corte la copia de la licencia y si está bien no va a tener que pagar nada en ese ticket, ¿ok?
Bueno, muchas gracias.
Así que el total va a ser 414. ¿Y si puede pagar esa cantidad por tarjeta de crédito?
Sí, señor.
Ok. Valerie, were you able to send that to me or
I was gonna back,
email
scan
it?
it to you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All
'cause
right.
you have both
Very
of them.
good. Okay. Okay. Bueno, señor Camacho Espitía, si me puede dar un momento para que me mandan esa información por correo electrónico y luego
Claro que
hablamos
sí.
otra vez, ¿ok? Si me espera un momento.
Claro que
Bueno,
sí. Muchas gracias.
Ok,
Muy amable.
gracias. Ok. All right, so next I have Fatima Favela Gonzalez.
Here, Your Honor.
Naima?
Hi there, how are you?
Good.
Thank you.
All right, so you have a charge for defective headlamps. How do you plead on that case?
Not guilty.
Okay. And then another for no driver's license. How do you plead on that one?
Guilty.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have you speak with the prosecutor because you are pleading not guilty on one of them. So hopefully he can resolve both of them together, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Next is Michael Foy. Mr. Foy, if you could unmute for me. There we go. Yes, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Let's see here. You have a charge for failed to drive in a single lane. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. And you have another one for failed to obtain Texas driver's license within 90 days of residency. How do you plead?
That one I'm guilty on, but the officer told me that if I got my driver's license switched out, that they would probably remove that or whatever.
Okay.
Which I have done.
Okay, very good. All right, I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor on both of those in hopes that you can resolve them today, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, you're very welcome. Just hang on. He does have a few people ahead of you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Dixon.
Judge, I've got an agreement on Abdallah.
Okay,
Um, I'm gonna file a failure to appear charge based on the
Okay.
previous missed court date. It's gonna be no contest plea, 180 days deferred disposition, a fine of $150 with $40 down by the end of next week, and a payment plan for the balance. And dismiss the other case, no fees. He's out of work. He's a recently divorced single father with a 3-year-old son that he has primary custody of.
okay,
He's got his rent due right away, Judge. He's kind of hanging in there.
okay. Mr. Abdallah? Okay, you're on mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you in agreement with the prosecutor's offer this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept that, and $40 will be due by next Friday, the 1st, and then you'll be on a payment plan for the balance. And upon payment, the other charge will be dismissed, okay?
Got it.
All right, any questions?
No, thank you so much.
All right, very good. Just make sure you make that payment by next Friday.
I will. Take care.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you, bye-bye. Frank, you have about 4 people waiting for you.
Okay.
Excuse me, Francisco Barrera is next.
Okay, Judge, I'll speak with him.
All right, thank you. Okay, señor Camacho Espitía,
Sí, señora.
ya revisé la copia de la licencia. La problema es que no tiene la fecha de vencimiento.
En la parte trasera está la vigencia, dice 3 de septiembre del 2024, señora juez.
Do we have a back side of the driver's license?
En la parte delantera,
Oh, yeah,
perdón,
it says March the 9th, 2024.
Okay, okay. Está bien, okay.
¿está bien?
Sí, ok. Así que nomás vas a tener que pagar las otras 2 multas de 209 y luego 205, ¿ok?
Ok, y quisiera agradecerle mucho su atención y disculparme con ustedes. Realmente no fue mi intención haber cometido esa infracción. No sé si sea el momento, le quisiera explicar que realmente pues el límite de velocidad era 30, pero cuando encontré la patrulla atrás mío, creo que fue cuando de pronto aceleré un poquito, y aceleré fue pensando en que la patrulla me iba a rebasar y yo estaba obstaculizando el paso de ella. Inclusive yo soy quien freno, porque la patrulla no me prende a mí ni luces ni me hace ningún llamado, sino que yo soy quien freno pensando en que la patrulla me iba a pasar. Realmente me siento muy apenado en ese sentido, señora juez.
Muchas gracias. Así que voy a tomar toda esta información y luego, como le digo, ya reducir la multa de la, perdón, de la aseguranza, del seguro. Así que la multa ya está reducido por $100, ¿ok?
Muchas gracias, sí, señora.
Ok, y luego si puede pagar por tarjeta de crédito, si puede llamar a la corte mañana para hacer arreglos para pagar por la tarjeta, ¿ok?
Bueno, muchas gracias.
También puede mandar un email, un mensaje por correo electrónico y le pueden dar información en cómo pagar, ¿ok?
Ok, muchas gracias, sí, señora.
Ok, ¿alguna otra pregunta?
Sí, le quisiera preguntar realmente si de pronto esta situación no sé si usted tenga conocimiento, si de pronto afecte mi estatus de turista en Estados Unidos, o no tengo ningún inconveniente para volver a ingresar al país.
No puedo darle esa información porque no sé, pero nomás son tickets de tráfico, así que nomás van a estar cerrados y va a enseñar que pagó las multas, es todo.
Ok, bueno, muchas gracias, señora.
Okay, pero va a estar cerrados los casos, así que ya no tiene problema de otras multas, ¿ok?
Ok, muchas gracias, sí,
¿ok?
señora.
Así que ya cuando hace el pago vamos a cerrar los casos.
Muchas gracias, señora juez.
Que pase buen día, ¿ok?
Gracias, feliz día. Dios la
Gracias.
bendiga.
Adiós. Bye bye.
Adiós.
All right, next is Treasury Gaona. You're on mute.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing well.
All right, let's see here. You have a charge for display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead?
Display registration on my license plate, guilty.
Okay. You have another one for failure to maintain insurance or financial responsibility. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And finally, you have another one, excuse me, for possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
No contest.
How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Okay. All right. Do you have any insurance now?
Yes, ma'am. And I also got my registration corrected that same week.
Okay. And have you already submitted a copy of those two items to the court?
No, ma'am. I got the correct email on I believe it was the paper that was sent in the mail.
Okay, so you have the registration done and you need to send that to us, is that right?
Yes, and I can send a
And
copy
the
of my insurance as well.
Insurance. So you're listed on the insurance policy?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you have insurance, the insurance is in your name?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you'll need to send us copies of those two items. If the registration checks out, that's a $20 fee, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But I'll need to review that. Then you're looking at insurance. You have it now, so you're looking at a fine of $325 to keep that off your driving record. Okay,
Okay, and I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off.
you had insurance at the time or you did not? You got it later?
No, I did have it at the time. I wasn't able to present it.
Okay, yeah, all right. If you had it at the time and it was valid at the time and on the date of the stop, there's no fee. Okay.
Okay.
But we'll need to verify that. So
Okay.
make sure you send that in to us. If
Yes,
there's an
ma'am.
issue with it, we'll have to set you back for another trial, another setting, okay?
Okay.
All right, so then we have the possession of drug paraphernalia. What were you looking to do with that? Did you want to just pay the fine or did you want to keep it off your record?
You said if I wanted to pay the fine or keep it off my record.
Right, so you have two options. You can pay the fine of $281, or you can do a deferral. The fee is a little more expensive at $301, but you would be required to also complete a course and you would be on the deferral for 6 months.
Okay, and the fine's 281. How much is the fine?
Yes, the fine is $281. That will simply close out the case and it will be a conviction on your record.
Okay, and even if it's hemp, because hemp is legal in Texas, I believe.
If you want to contest the charges, I'll let you speak with the prosecutor.
Okay.
All right, would you like to talk to him?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, hang on a minute then. He'll be with you after a little bit. He's got a few people ahead of you, okay? In the
Thank you.
meantime, if you could send in the other information, you can email it to us now and we can look at it, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on Francisco Barrera, I'm gonna do that as a compliance dismissal, but
Okay,
he's gonna have to pay the $50 warrant fee, the $20 compliance dismissal fee, and if there's an omni fee, I'm not sure, I forget how that works.
$10.
$10, so, because I know it went down.
80.
So, yeah, so $80.
okay,
He says he's in COVID quarantine until tomorrow. And he does have the new registration documents that are like new now, okay?
Okay.
Not from a couple of years ago, but he still has the same vehicle. And he's got to go to the body shop and get the paperwork out of the glove box. But so I'm gonna do a compliance dismissal for $80 and he can bring everything in next week.
okay. All right, thank you. Mr. Barrera?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, does that sound acceptable to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and approve that plea bargain, and then you'll be required to make that $80 payment by next Friday, okay?
Okay,
All right, very good. All right, get well soon.
thank you.
Thank you. All right, Frank, you have Antoine Beagle.
Okay. I'll visit with him.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. Damian Salkin.
Well, so for some reason, he went into the breakout room. Hold on. He's coming back.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
Mr. Salkin. You're on mute.
Okay,
All right, very good. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Judge. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. You have a charge here for possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And how old are you?
41.
Okay.
Yeah, just I'm in mental health court right now with Bear County, and I'm also don't have a job right now, as well as currently applying to SSI disability, Social Security disability.
Okay.
So looking for anything that you can help me out with, Judge. Dismissal or lower down the fines on that if you can.
All right. So you were just looking to perhaps pay down the fine. You weren't looking for a deferral or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I mean, possession. I mean,
Say
if
again?
you could break out on that.
On the, what are you doing for Bear County, did you say?
I already did a compliance of DWI and VIP testing classes, and I've done community service. I've done a lot of other things with them, but
Okay.
well,
Okay. All right. Would you like to do community service for this offense?
I could do community service.
All right, that would simply close out the case. It would be a conviction, but it would close out the case without you having to make any monthly payments.
Okay, and that can actually be done at wherever I find the community service available.
Yes, as long as it's a nonprofit organization, okay? So it can be, at any place that's taking volunteers, but it has to be nonprofit. So it could be, a food, the food bank, a soup kitchen, a homeless shelter, community center, a church, Goodwill, something like that.
Okay, because I already do service with San Antonio Cultural Arts.
Okay.
They're a profit community service. So, I mean, that's where I'm gonna actually go and try and get it done at.
Okay, let me see how many hours. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna have you do 35 hours of community service, okay?
Okay.
All right, and that will be due in 90 days.
35 hours in 90 days.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
And where do I submit those hours to?
All right, so do you have an email address?
Yes, I do.
Okay, does the court have that already?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so they will send you a form, all right, that's gonna have the, a place for the individual to sign and to, so you can notate the hours that you worked on the dates, okay?
Okay, that's great.
It's a form that you can fill out and have them sign, or they can fill it out for you and sign it themselves. You'll need to return that form, all right, signed by the person who you did the hours for, the organization, and then submit that to us within the 90 days so we can close out this case.
All right, sounds good, Judge. I'll get that done.
All right, any questions?
At this time, so there's no fee. I just have to do community service at this time.
Correct, and that will close out the case.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. You have a good day. Just make sure you get that by email. If you don't get it, contact the court and they'll send you a copy, okay?
All right, thank you, Judge.
All
Have a
right,
great
have
day.
a great day. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, next is Brenda Tristani.
Yes. Sure.
Hi there, how are you?
Hey, I had pleaded not guilty previously, and the prosecutor requested some time to view the video, and I'm here for it.
Okay, you haven't spoken to him since, have you?
No.
Okay, all right, we'll see what he has to say, and we'll have you speak with him and see if he's gonna move forward with the case, okay? All right, great, just hang on a few minutes, okay? Thank you. All right, so I have Roy Valdez. Mr. Valdez, good morning. Mr. Valdez, can you hear me? Because I cannot hear you. Hello? All right, Mr. Valdez, can I have you hang up and dial back in? I don't think the audio is working on your end. Ms. Guyana, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. I believe my my screen had froze for a little bit, so I just wanted to see if I had missed my breakout session.
No, not yet. We'll make
Okay.
sure you don't. Okay.
Thank you.
I can see that you're on there. I just can't see a picture, but I can see that you're still on. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, great. All right, Mr. Valdez, can you? Okay, I know you're speaking. I can see you're moving there, but I can't hear you. Could you sign out and then try to join again? Okay. All right, so Kim Gilreth. Miss Gilreth. You're on mute.
Okay.
All right, just hang on, Mr. Valdez. I'll be right with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Gilreth. Okay.
Can
You have
hear
a,
me?
yes, you have a charge here for defective stop lamps. How do you plead?
Well, I have a question. If she pleads no contest, then she would just pay the fine, which I understand is $10 or $20. And did the court receive the proof that?
The item was corrected. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You want to say no contest then?
Yeah, no contest, yes.
No contest. And do you have proof that the item was corrected, the tail lamp, stop lamp? You can either a receipt that it was fixed or a photograph that's now properly working.
We did submit pictures to the court.
Okay.
The thing is, they were working before because I went to fix. She bought some new bulbs and I went to change it and it didn't fit. But then I tried out the light and it was working anyway. But you know.
All right. And you did submit photographs. All right. Let me see.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right, I see that. I see the photographs there. Okay, so it's a $10 fee, okay? If you could send that to the court, you can mail that in or drop it off, and that will be due by next Friday, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Just make sure you get that taken care of so we can close it out.
All
Yes,
right.
thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on Mr. Beagle, I'm going to dismiss that as a warning. He's got a French driver's license, an international license. He's an exchange student in Incarnate Word. He's trying to get a Texas license someday. He's in France right now. As far as I'm concerned, this French driver's license is good enough for me, but I did tell him that he could be cited again, depending on the officer's discretion.
Correct. Okay. Mr. Beagle?
Yes,
All right. Do you understand what the prosecutor explained to you?
understand.
Okay, very good. So you're currently in France. Are you returning to San Antonio?
I'm gonna return in San Antonio for school for my sophomore year.
Okay, very good. All right, so he's going to dismiss this charge, and just as he mentioned, there, depending if you're stopped again, you may, depending on the officer.
It won't happen again.
Okay, all right, very good. So as long as you're aware and are on notice, he's going to go ahead and move for a dismissal, and I'll go ahead and approve that. So we'll close out that case. Okay.
Right. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Best of luck to you now. Safe
Thank you.
travels. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Dixon, you have, let's see, I believe Fatima Favela Gonzalez,
Okay,
and then you have Mr. Foy after that.
very good.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Valdez, let's try it again.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
No, that's okay. It happens. Let's see here. You have a charge for driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And then you have another one for failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead on that one?
No contest as well.
Okay. Okay. Tell me, what's the status of the driver's license currently?
Right now, I just found out that it's not suspended anymore, so I'm in the process of getting it. I have a date for about a week from now, so hopefully I'll be able to get it. But as far as the vehicle, it's no longer drive. It's just parked in my parking lot, and nothing's going on with it. It's unregistered. I
Okay.
no longer have insurance on it, so it just sits there.
It's not operable. It's not working.
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay. Okay. So you do have an appointment with DPS. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. And that's to get your license reinstated.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're looking at a fee there of $474.50. I can place you on a deferral for that, but that would require you to obtain the driver's license and provide us with proof of that. Okay.
No, that's fine. I wanted to see if there was any possible way I could do community service, because right now I'm going through school and I have child support of $600 a month. So I'm kind of really financial unsteady.
All right. So here, let me tell you about the community service hours. If I assign them, you'll perform the community service hours instead of making the payments, right? But with that being said, then you're just simply closing out the case, and these would be convictions on your record, okay? They would affect your driving record. So just so you're aware of that, you would simply be closing them out with community service hours worked, okay?
And if I go ahead with, what was the other option?
A deferral, that keeps it off your record.
And I would just have to provide my license when I get it?
Right, but you would have to pay the fee.
The entire fee?
Yeah. And you're looking at two of those. So you're looking at $474.50 for each one.
Okay. And would I have a time limit on that, on paying that fine?
Well, on the driving while license suspended, I would give you 6 months that you would be on the deferral. You'd have to get your driver's license within 4 months. Okay. You could make payments over the 6 months and pay that down. And that would keep it off your record as long as you make your payments and get your driver's license reinstated. On the insurance, you would have to obtain some sort of insurance. That could be non-owner's insurance. And you would have to maintain that insurance for 6 months in order to keep that one off your record. If not, you would just pay the fine and close it out, or you could do the community service hours.
And would that insurance just have to have me, or would it have to have the vehicle as well?
No, it can just be covering you as a driver.
Because I got insurance with my mom's insurance, and I've been on her insurance for years. So can I use that?
If you're listed as a driver, and you can provide proof of that.
I'll go ahead with that option because I could go ahead and do that.
Okay. All right. So you're looking at both of those fees. So $474. So you're looking at $949.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you're working or not working?
I'm not working right now. I just go to school.
Okay. All right. Are you looking for any employment or?
Oh, right now I just do side jobs. I do home diagnostics and just little oil changes, little car work that I could do at home, and
Mhm.
that's how I get by as far as that.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I can reduce each of them by 50, so that would reduce it, the total by 100, so that gets you down to $849.
Yeah, that sounds great, man.
Okay. All right, so 849 total, and I can give you the 6 months to pay that off. We would need an initial payment of $40 on each to get you started. All right, so that would be a total of $80, okay? Can
And
you
that would be
do
when-
that in the next 30 days?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do that.
All right, so due in 30 days is $80 to get you started. At that time, we'll also need proof of the insurance, okay?
Okay.
All right, so when you turn in the $80 and make that payment, also turn in a copy of your insurance. The deferral period will begin then. All right, you'll have to keep the insurance for the 6 months and get the driver's license within 4 months, okay?
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay. All right. All right, any questions?
No, ma'am. I really appreciate it.
All right, you're very welcome. Best of luck to you with the DPS appointment, and then we'll see you back in 30 days to make that payment.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a great
All
day.
right, have a great day. Thank you. All right, Mr. Dixon.
Judge, on Fatima Fabella Gonzalez, I have a plea agreement.
Okay.
On the no driver's license, she's going to plead guilty. That's going to be a conviction, a fine of $184 due
Okay.
next week. And then I'll dismiss the other one.
All right, very good. Ms. Favela? All right.
Yes.
Are you in agreement with that plea offer?
Yes.
All right, very good. I'll go ahead and approve that. And the fine of 184 will be due by next Friday, the 1st, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day. All right, Mr. Dixon, you have Mr. Michael Foy.
Okay, Judge, I'll visit with him. Thank you.
All right. And then let's see here. Mr. Christopher Pickett.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, ma'am, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, looks like you have here failure to stop at a designated point or stop sign. How do you plead on that case?
Not guilty, ma'am.
All right. And I believe you submitted some information, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll have the prosecutor review that and see what he decides and how he wants to move forward, okay? Just hang on a few minutes, he'll speak with you shortly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. That individual in the waiting room is,
He's on the 11:15. I sent him the information. There he goes.
Judge, I don't know if Mr. Foy wants to join the breakout room.
oh, right, okay.
He's just
Okay.
kind of hanging
You
out there smoking
you-
cigs. Maybe he
do
can
you
do that in
see,
the breakout room. I don't know.
Mr. Foy, do you see the pop up on your screen there? No, we'll try it again.
Let me try it again.
All right,
I move him to 2 and then move him back to that one.
all right.
Hold on
You
just a
should see
second.
something, it'll ask you to join, okay?
Nope.
Nope, back again. There, nope.
Should
Yeah, it keeps bringing you back. All right. All right, we're going to keep trying here. All right, so we're trying to send you to 2, is that right?
You know, I can send them both to 2. Let me send them both to 2.
Okay.
That helps.
I
Okay.
think that worked. Okay, great. Okay. Alicia Hurd? Alicia Hurd? You're on mute. If you could unmute yourself, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Okay, good. All right, let's see here. You have a charge for defective stop lamps. How do you plead on that case?
I guess I plead no contest.
No contest? Okay. Did you get those corrected? Did you get that fixed?
So, what happened at that time, the vehicle was not mine. It belonged to a gentleman named Joe Esparza.
Okay.
And that was a friend of a friend of a friend. Basically, I was homeless at the time, and he passed by where I was, sleeping, and he was able to take me to work when I was working at the London Library. So when I was stopped that particular day, it was the only time I was going to use that vehicle, is because he said that his boss let him use another vehicle. He had to work out of town and he wasn't going to be able to take me. And so at that time, I used the vehicle. When I was stopped, the policeman, I guess he got upset because I had 2 different driver license. One was expired, and I had just recently got my new driver's license. I had trouble also with mail and everything due to COVID and all that. So I had to order that ID my driver license several times. And I explained that to the officer that this was the newest one. And he said that when he looked it up, that dispatch or somebody was telling him that my driver's license was suspended since 2010.
Okay.
And I just barely got a driver's license in 2013. So I was like, that was incorrect information. And plus, I had 2 identifications in front of me in which he wanted to give me a ticket for at first, because, but I told him that I was told to carry both the old driver's license and that paper at that time until I got my new license. And being that I was homeless, I was carrying everything with me. Like, it's
Okay.
difficult. You know what I'm saying? You could lose all your stuff on the street.
Right.
And
Well,
so I
here's
had all of it.
here's
And
the deal. We need, if you wanted to get it dismissed for a compliance fee, we would need proof that the item was corrected.
So
Okay, because you are responsible for the vehicle that you're driving. Even if you borrow a car and you're driving that, you are responsible for that. So if that car has a broken tail light, or if it has expired registration, if it has no insurance, you become responsible for that car as soon as you start driving it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And so I don't talk to him anymore. At that time, I did ask my friend to ask her brother-in-law's friend if he could, ask the gentleman if he could send me pictures if he purchased the light. They told me that it wasn't a light, that it was something with the battery, that it was just a fuse problem. Anyway, I don't have their contact information anymore. I tried reaching out. They didn't send me any information. Do I just go and buy a light and put that as a receipt or something?
Well, no, that's not really how it works. And the other problem is that you didn't show up for court back when you were supposed to in March of last year, right?
Right. So at that time, again, I was still homeless and actually out of state as well, because to try to take me off of the homelessness, I tried to do a driving job over the road. So I I wasn't here, and then when I got back, I have an apartment now.
Okay. So you're back in San Antonio or the San Antonio
Yes,
area?
yes, I live in San Antonio now. And I am willing to pay the ticket. However, I'm still struggling with the bills and everything because, I got back on my feet and I'm thankful for that. It's just I'm really behind right now and I'm trying to catch up
Okay.
with the other bills. And so, like, I'm willing for the payment. Sorry.
All right. That's okay. All right. We're going to reduce that for you. Okay.
Thank you.
We're going to reduce that fine for you. You just, it'll be $285. Okay. All right. We're going to give you time to pay that. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Take a deep breath. It's okay. All right.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
All right. But I'm gonna place you on a deferral. The only thing I don't want you to do is get any more tickets for the next, can you pay it off in 4 months?
Yes, I can pay it off in 4 months.
All right. Just don't get any tickets for the next 4 months. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, for
All
sure.
right. All right.
Thank
Take a
you.
deep breath. It's okay. We're gonna have you pay this out over time. All right.
I really appreciate it.
All right. You're welcome. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. So just don't get any tickets during the next 4 months. $285. Can you pay $20 by next Friday to start?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay. All right. So $20 by July 1st. Okay. And that gets you started. That'll start the 4 months. And then you just make your monthly payments, break it up into 4 months so you can make those payments to close it out. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And how do I make that payment? Do I go over there or submit it online?
Yes, you can stop by in person or you can mail in a money order. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. You're very welcome. Do you have any questions now?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right. Well, best of luck to you and hope everything is going well and you're back on your feet. Okay.
Thank you so much. It was
All
nice
right.
meeting you.
All right. Same here. You have a good day now. You take care.
You too. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Dixon.
Judge, on Michael Foy, I have a plea agreement.
Okay.
He's going to plead guilty on the failure to obtain Texas license within 90 days of residence.
Okay.
It's going to be 45 days deferred disposition, a fine of $131 with $40 down by the end of next week, the balance within 30 days. And he's going to submit a Texas license that he's already obtained. He's got the paper copy, which is good enough, certainly.
Sure.
And then I'll dismiss the other case.
All right. Very good. Mr. Foy. All right. You're on mute.
He's a rookie with all this. Judge, so-
Sorry, this is my total first time to do Zoom meeting or whatnot.
And it's become your favorite thing. I can tell, right?
Yes,
You'll be a pro after this is done.
absolutely.
Okay, very good. All right, so the prosecutor just explained the plea bargain. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're in agreement with that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. So $40 will be due on the 1st or before the 1st, okay? And then the balance will be due within 30 days. And in addition, please provide a copy of your Texas driver's license. Upon completion of all that, the other case will be dismissed, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions, sir?
The only question, where would I go to locate the email or the email or website to submit this, or is it easier just to go in person?
All right, so if you want to submit a copy of the driver's license, you can send that to Olmos Park Court. That's all one word, olmosparkcourt@gmail.com.
Okay.
All right, and that should be listed on the paperwork that you received. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you can submit the copy there, and the $40, you can make that payment by check or money order. You can send that in, or you can stop by in person and make that payment.
Okay, that'll
All
work.
right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, very
Okay.
good. You're free to go, finally.
Okay, now how do you get off here? Do I just close me out?
You're gonna be with us all day, all right? No, there should
All
be a
right.
button at the bottom. It says leave meeting.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Bye-bye now.
You too. Great day.
Thanks, you too.
Uh-huh.
All right, Frank, you have Treasury Gaona.
Okay, Judge, I'll visit with her. I'm gonna head to the breakout room.
Okay, very
I
good.
think.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Yes, Mr. Brian, you're next. If you could unmute for me, please. Let's see here. Mr. Brian, is it Michael or James that you go by?
James Michael Bryan, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, sir, so let's see. You have a charge here for display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead on that case? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I don't know the definitions of them.
Okay.
It was expired, Your Honor. I took care of it the same day. I emailed you all the corrections.
All right, we have a copy of the receipt. Is that right?
You should. I emailed you the email that you gave the gentleman.
All right, let's see if we can find it here. All right, do we have that, Valerie? I'm not showing it on my screen.
Let me check. Nope. Let me check the email.
Okay. And sorry, you said you took care of it the same day?
Yes, ma'am. What I did is I got it repaired, got a state inspection, I'm right downtown, went and got the license plate sticker. And I mean, I want to thank the officer for pulling me over, actually, because she avoided an accident. I didn't have no brake lights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she confirmed it with me right there. I stepped on the brake. She said, "You don't got nothing going on back here." So she prevented she was really nice. I don't think I was getting special treatment because I was a veteran, or I am a veteran, but she was very professional, very nice compared to everything that we're seeing around the world right now with police officers.
Okay, all right, thank you for that information.
Pass that on to her.
Yeah, I will, we will, yes, sir. We'll have the court clerks pass that on. We're looking for the information in your file, but if it checks out and we do have that receipt, it'll just be a $20 compliance fee, okay? We're just trying to locate that paperwork.
I thought she said she was going to dismiss it. She gave me a warning, but.
Well, she may have given you a warning on something else, but on the registration, she did issue that ticket. So.
I paid an extra fee when I got the.
Mhm. Yes, it's an extra fee that you pay to the tax assessor, and then for the purposes of the court, by state law, it's a $20 fee for a dismissal.
Can we negotiate that? No, I'm being.
That one's by statute, so I can't reduce that one, but it is by statute.
You have the power. Well, I sent you in my letter, email, and everything, how many times I've been to Audie Murphy.
Okay.
I have a heart condition that not even the Methodist hospital can figure out what's wrong with me.
All right, they're trying to find that information in your file there so they can send it to me so I can review, okay?
I can send it again right now.
Should be in your email, Leslie.
Okay, we're gonna look at
You
that right
found it,
now.
ma'am?
I think so. They're forwarding that to me now, okay?
Please, you have one new message.
Say
On
again.
Guy-
Sorry.
on Guyona, I have a plea agreement, and I know the
Okay.
insurance is coming back later pending verification, right? So that's
Correct.
just out of the
Yes, sir.
mix. On the registration, she's gonna plead no contest,
Okay.
180 days deferred disposition, a fine of $281. She's gonna put $80 down by the end of next week with a payment plan for the balance,
Okay.
and the drug class within 90 days,
Okay.
and then dismiss the drug paraphernalia case if she does all that.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Gaona?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand what the prosecutor just explained about the plea bargain?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have any questions about that?
No, ma'am. And the email is still it's just OLOM. Well, almost court part at gmail.com.
Almost part court. Almost part
Almost
court.
part court at
Okay.
gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Correct. So if you could send in the copy of the insurance, okay?
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
we can take care of that one. And then the $80 will be due next week so that you can get started on the deferral. And they'll also send you information on that drug class, okay? That's something you can take online.
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, make sure you send the insurance information as soon as possible, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Frank, you have Ms. Tristani, who was reset for today
Okay.
to speak with you. And then you have Mr. Pickett from the 11:15 docket.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll visit with them.
Okay, there we go.
You're on mute, Judge.
You said that was a dismissal?
Yeah, on Tristani, there she is. Dismiss warning on Brenda Tristani, Judge.
Okay, very good. Ms. Tristani, the prosecutor's moving for a dismissal, and we'll go ahead and approve that, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. You're free to go. Have a good day now.
Thank you as well.
Thank you. Frank, you have Mr. Pickett, and like I said, he's on the 11:15 docket, and I believe he submitted photos. in the
Okay,
Dropbox.
all right. I'll
Thank you.
visit with him.
Thank you. And Valerie, I'm going to call the docket again for the 10 a.m. So this is the 10 a.m. docket on June 23rd. Mia Cortez, Jennifer Davis, Christian DeLucio, Jordan DeLuna, Adolfo Uresti, Michaela Fuentes, Desiree Garcia McBride, Anthony Garza, Alfredo Lopez, Julia Macias, Joseph Perez, and Stacy Peterson.
Alleged. Should I talk now?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna reset this to look at the video, and if it checks out that he stopped somewhere that's close enough, it's good enough for me.
All right, and what's the reset date?
Judge, let's do September the 8th, if that's okay with Mr. Pickett.
You're on mute, sir.
I'll need to check my schedule. I presume that's okay at this point in time, but I don't know right now.
Oh, All right, we can do October 13th, Judge. That ought to provide enough time for planning.
Okay. All right, let's do that. And if you're able to resolve it before then, if you could let the court know so they can contact Mr. Pickett.
I will, Judge. I'll get that video beforehand, and then if I've made a decision, I'll let the clerks know, and they can notify Mr. Pickett that that he doesn't need to be there.
Okay, very good. Mr. Pickett, does that sound okay to you?
That's acceptable.
All right, if he makes a decision prior to the 13th, they'll be in contact with you and let you know what he decides. Otherwise, we'll see you back on October 13th.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a great day. Take care now.
Goodbye.